So he's choosing the Brit Air and yes, and Bamboo is bringing J aggro to the table. Head deciding in the mulligan to keep the Sonya. It's a 1 credit bomber. We need to see Bamboo's hand here, if he's able to have an 1 drop. Right now we can't see his hand, but he skipped turn 1, floating damage, and Head was able to find a gladiator. 1/3 stats of a bomber turn 1 against J aggro. This is really, really hard to play against. Bamboo somehow was able to play something. The Arado will draw him a card, unknown so far, and the type 94 TK is giving him another unit right now, protected by the Arado and giving him a surprise attack. So with this surprise attack and maybe a second pin, Bamboo is able to destroy any unit, which could help him getting back into this match.
Absolutely. And while we're just ironing out a few technical things here to get Bamboo's hand shown, we can at least see that Head seems to be going in it pretty strong, straight up, playing air superiority, clearing out Bamboo's built board.
And of course attacking it. And of course attacking into the TK Akita Regiment, turn 3. Deploying and moving into the front line is definitely a tough moment here for Head, because the destruction effect is dealing 2 damage. He's attacking first, it hits the gladiator. This is very important for Bamboo. And Head now is drawing 2 more units. Now we know the card which Arado drawn, it's bombing rate. Head very carefully playing around bombing rate by placing the swordfish to the side, not in the middle, to prevent the mass destruction of all 3 units, but still keeping it close enough together to find a close air support and buff 3 units. Well, bombing rate at least killed 2 airplanes here, leaving this one type 94 TK alive, which it's probably the least strongest unit here.
A strong play there from Bamboo, but Head quickly making it back, putting some more units down into the field and dealing a little bit of damage there to face.
There's so many options right now. Bamboo has the second type 94 TK. He can play it and has 2 surprise attack, just killing the Sonya into the front. Akita Regiment, also possible to trade and maybe deal some damage, but the key 83 in his hand is what I'm looking at right now. This one will block the bomber from attacking anything else, and with the cavalry regiment he's able to attack into the front line. This looks in theory like the best play. Of course, Head is having the rough lightning to counter it next turn, but this turn, deploying the key looks really, really strong for Bamboo.
Absolutely, very strong play there. And Head having just drawn the close air support, he has a couple of a few other air units in play. If he can just line them up correctly, he can.
It's a rough lightning play, just retreating the key back to hand, kind of reducing the efficiency of those 4 credit span for Bamboo. Very important to buy some time to develop a bigger board and to get this close air support buff into the support line on 3 units best.
Absolutely, and Bamboo is considering playing it again. It would mean it's a lot of credit spent to do it 2 times in a row here, but does he have any other better options available?
I mean, he could play the type to get like the second surprise attack and pin and destroy something, but I don't consider this as better. Deploying the key is really, really strong. These are so many stats, and the Akita Regiment as second body with a powerful destruction effect looks like definitely the best play here right now for Bamboo.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And this puts Head in a difficult position. He needs to find a way of playing around this key, which is very dangerous, and it looks like surprise attack and attack with Sonya is the way to go. Sacrificing his unit, but the effect will kill the key, so he does not need 5 damage. Just the Sonya damage is enough, plus the effect. Albacore will kill the Akita regiment. Rough Lightning will deliver 3 damage, looking really strong.
Very solid round there from Head.
I think it's time. I think it's time for the type. Rough Lightning and Head only having 3 cards, looking good to deploy the type. 94 TK with the second surprise attack, killing the Rough Lightning, Raiding Brigade, killing the Bomber. Although Wellington is much more scary in theory because it's a bomber, and knowing Wellington is in hand,
Wow.
so makes us know he should have kept the surprise attacks for the Wellington.
Yep, yep. And he's using them both to be able to clear the board there of heads and pushing forward, which is kind of what you need to be doing as Bamboo in this situation.
Well, this top deck is not good. Head does not has a support line to use this buff and power spike, so to speak. So Wellington is the play, and he can either trade or use Empire Strike and clear the board. Not using Empire Strike is more efficient in the long run, but this will allow Bamboo to move the type TK into the front line. Well, never mind, he would have found a Blitz unit anyway. To get the extra draw out of 22nd Infantry Regiment, and well, not killing the TK actually allows Bamboo to trade with the Wellington. Now Empire Strikes is only 1 damage and won't kill the Panzer 35T. Head has so many more cards, but without units to buff, those buffs are useless.
Absolutely, really not the cards that he wants to see in his hand right now. And I mean, just looking at Bamboo's board, he's able to really start developing it properly here. He's got and he's got nothing else to do but to just take shots at the HQ.
Yeah, and very important, the Kagoshi regiment is going into the front line, potentially dealing 5 damage next turn. Really, really scary here. Head is looking at 10 potential damage right now, next turn. It's not enough to even with the bicycle regiments, so Bamboo will hold it in case of a board wipe. Well, but Head did not find the HMS, so the board wipe is not really coming. He's able to kill 2 units, but the Kagoshi regiment will survive, and the Panzerbefehlswagen will survive.
Indeed. And Bamboo, of course, having now drawn the feigned retreat, just getting the 15th Cavalry Regiment. When is the right moment to play the feigned retreat?
Now, definitely now. You really want to play the Cavalry Regiment and probably the Bicycle Regiment and feigned retreat and attack with Kagoshima Regiment. The important part here is to kill the Spitfire. Head did not play his cards because these were buffs, and yeah, he just can't play it. He just couldn't play it. Bamboo needs to realize here that there are multiple buffs in the hand of Head, and killing the bomber with Fury is most important here. He's thinking right now, taking his time, choosing to attack the HQ, and deploying Bicycle Regiment, Cavalry Regiment, and probably Feigned Retreat. But this could really backfire. Head now, look at the damage and the credits. With 2 attacks, this fighter needs 4 credits. 2 times close air support will be another 4. More than enough, another 2. More than enough credits, and this is lethal damage by Head.
Wow! Amazing! Just like that.
Or continuing with the same to really prove now I'm here to win.
Wow. And he brings the J aggro deck back, and we are seeing Head's control deck, I believe.
Yeah, German Italy control. Actually, the J aggro list is kind of strong against German Italy control. I think it's still not favored, but if a deck of Bamboo is able to overrun the
Wow.
German Italy control deck, it is J aggro. And
that is quite the start right there, you know, starting with a bicycle regiment, getting 2 Befehlswagens into the front right in the beginning, and being able to deal 6 damage to face.
6 damage.
That is crazy. That is about as optimal as a start can get there for Bamboo.
And did you see, had played from the deep, but Bamboo had enough units on the board to just use 2 credits efficiently. Reich Research is being played and just killing the bicycle regiments. What is interesting, because Head has the Bologna regiment, and with 3 credits, Bamboo is not able to deal with Bologna regiment. So I'm unsure why he did not play that guard. With 4 credits now, it's obvious to play the Volksgrenadier and remove 1 unit here, but Signal Regiment is played and will continuously dealing more damage. And look at that, a Type 93 top deck.
Ooh.
Together with Panzerbefehlswagen, this will be 6 more damage.
Wow. That is so quick and so much damage. I mean, what can Head do at this point?
He can play the Bologna regiment, he can play Mare Nostrum, kill a unit in the front line and get 6 HP back.
Wow.
It's a back and forth. But Bamboo has the Sendai regiment. The Sendai regiment can either take out the Bologna regiment, allowing Panzerbefehlswagen to deal 3 more damage, or take out the Mare Nostrum unit, which is considerable to prevent 6 healing here. And Bamboo, he grabs his face with his hand. He's thinking about it. Which one is a better target for the Sendai regiment?
Absolutely. I mean, you really have to get rid of that Mare Nostrum unit, don't you?
It's not usually not wise to let it live, but Head does not has any buffs to preserve its life. So it's 6 HP healing with another attack, or Bamboo has to trade into the Bologna regiment a lot of units, and it's a Bologna regiment. And even the trade into the Volksgrenadier, I do like that, because of the recently change of Mare Nostrum. Head did not receive the 6 potential heal, because it's only giving you heal when you attack and not when your opponent attacks into it. Oh, look at Bamboo's face, seeing those 7th Alpini regiments. These units will heal Head when Bamboo is attacking into them. And with Sendai regiment down, there's currently no way to get rid of this unit.
So that was really, really quick. A lot of momentum for Bamboo, but it seems that Head has been able to really put him to a stop here with these last couple of rounds.
Definitely looks like it. Behind this guard, he's relatively safe and able to establish a board. So, Head, what can Boo do against it? Well, flood the board, play a lot of units, which will probably deal some damage, but not enough. The Heinkel is able to kill the buff tank in the support line. 7th Alpini regiment, killing bicycle regiment, healing for 4. Of course, then first Signal regiment is dealing 1 damage, but it's not enough. And with Flam Panthers, there's even a way to get rid of it.
Wow, and Head having a choice now, going for the Flampanzer. Strong unit to take going forward here. Really strongly able to pull this back, but Bamboo's just pulled out the key.
The key looks really good. He can really use the card draw, but with bombing rate, there's a way of dealing damage to all 3 targets in the support line, and with Akita Regiment maybe even able to get rid of this guard. Very, very important here. Bombing rate, killing the Heinkel, delivering 2 damage to the HQ and 3 to the Alpini Regiment. Akita Regiment, destruction effect did not hit the 7th Alpini Regiment. So head is back to 8, but the healing guard will still live, and this will prevent Schieden from attacking the HQ next turn, while head is establishing a board, putting down Flampanzer, killing 1st Signal Regiment, putting down the U-88, able to steal and copy the units of Bamboo. The key has enough to prevent that. Akita Regiment is more damage, but head has answers, quite a lot of them.
And we can really see it on Bamboo's face as well. He is feeling disappointed. He really can feel that head now has a solid upper hand on this game. He's definitely running out of steam here. Bamboo is.
Head has the upper head and is able to kill the Akita Regiment with a U-88. With Lion for a day, able to kill the key, preventing card draw for Bamboo. He's even choosing... Wait, he's choosing to attack with the 7th Alpini Regiment. This will heal by 4, but leaving open an attack for Schieden. Maybe...
He is feeling very confident at this point, it seems.
Well, he does. Schieden is not a major threat, and even if Bamboo is playing and attacking, head can counterattack with the U-88 and steal a copy, which is not that good. Definitely not. So Bamboo, looking like he's floating a ton of credits and not using Schieden this turn. He does not want to give head a quick opportunity to finish the game.
This is a really tough position to be here in, you know, to have so many credits and to just not be able to...
Another 7th Alpini Regiment.
Ooh. Head is in a very strong position here.
Yeah, he knows. He knows it's not going great. Well, head has a lot of options. Ladechima Regiment killing Sendai Regiment would give him 2 guards, protecting his HQ, while the U-88 can deliver 4 damage. Playing slowly. With that, of course, the 7th Alpini Regiment is a major threat every time in this matchup.
So what is really for Bamboo? What is the possibility for him to turn this around at this point?
Drawing faint retreat this turn, but it's Kagoshima Regiment. This top deck is not what he's looking for.
Absolutely. And he really doesn't have a lot of time at this point to turn things back into his favor.
He can drop Schieden, kill Ladechima, pin U-88 and get a top deck next turn, but he chooses...
He is not seeing the... We are heading into the 3rd game in this 3rd matchup. Bamboo is switching it up this time around. He is going for his Soviet self-damage lineup. Head, of course, taking his US frontline deck.
It's Legion. It's Uprising. First time we are seeing this.
I'm totally messing up all my decks today.
It's
a good thing that you're here, Darkness. Thank you for that. Yes.
And Bamboo's opening does looks good. He has a Bloody Sickle. He has a Recon. And finding a Red Dawn next to 2 34th guards. Remember, Bamboo lost the last 5 games of today, everything. But this start looks promising. Head able to play the War Machine. Ramp is very strong early on against Bamboo's deck, because this was not an option to play the Red Dawn. On the other side, moving this unit into the front line, the 456th Rifle Regiment, looking strong and needs to get answers. Het is sacrificing the Hellcat into it before it grows too strong. Still not leaving any unit on the field for the Red Dawn to make this cost reduction for the guards, the 34th guards, possible. Het, turn 4, already 5 credits, being able to deploy the Tano regiment. Massive stats, 7 HP, but choosing to play Underground State to get the little legion and some intel as well. Interesting decision. Maybe the Tano regiment could have been better, but Underground State does not send the unit to the hand anymore, and there's no way Bamboo would not have moved this unit to the front. So Bamboo looking at Red Dawn, killing the legions, buffing his unit, cost reduction, and 34th guards are getting deployed. Het found his one and only copy of Uprising, very important as well.
And tell me, why is that so crucial?
What exactly?
The Uprising.
The Uprising. Het has a lot of Polish units. He's playing Plan West. 1 legion died so far. There are 4, up to 4 total in play with this Karis. And if Bamboo is able to kill all of them, Uprising will deal an AoE damage of 4. With Tano Regiment and more intel, this will be even more. So Uprising works like an amazing board wipe, which is crucial against Bamboo's decks, because he has a lot of strong units, but mostly they are limited at 6 HP.
And let's see if we see this critical play later on. Bamboo.
Katyusha not hitting the double damage, not killing this bomber, leaves him open, getting his Katyusha killed.
He pushes up into the front line, but he was really hoping that second damage was going to tick in for him there. Yeah,
he was. Well, Het can trade quite nicely here, but I'd love to see the We Can Do It. The We Can Do It would buff 4 units. Really strong, but of course trading here looks strong as well, and removing all of the units of Bamboo will help Het to get the upper hand and maybe finishes even. It looks very beneficial for him right now. Bamboo really needs to find some more card draw. Scouting party will give some intel on the California regiment. And another drop. Maybe he needs to sacrifice the 33rd Recon to hope for a winter warfare, killing the remaining units of Het and drawing 2 additional cards. He's going for it. It's the winter warfare. The winter warfare.
Oh,
killing the legions.
Man.
The Karis giving him 2 more cards. Another guards and T60. Reducing the costs. So he's back. Bamboo's getting back into the game. He's grabbing the last piece of grass of... Wait, so this is German saying sorry so much.
He's just able to turn it around. He's no longer on the back foot here. Clears Het's whole lineup and gets some strength out there for himself. But Het does have a very full hand right now of what seems to be a lot of possibilities.
A lot of possibilities, a lot of options. There's a Tano regiment plus the section 2 would leads into 2 more card draw, potential overdraw from Het. Maybe he does not want that. California regiment is an option, but more like trading into the front line. So I'm looking for Het. He should develop a little bit slower board here. Well, he's going for the section 2. More card draw, more units. He will overdraw next turn, but probably won't matter that much. Look at that. There's an Eura coming. With Great Patriotic War and Eura, Bamboo might be able to take that.
That could be a very strong play if he's able to put himself into the right position. I guess the question is he going to be able to line things up exactly as he needs to play that to get the maximum damage out?
That's the question. It's a really good question. Because Red has so many options and Bamboo is missing some pieces. He does not have enough options right now, but somehow he needs to find a path to make Great Patriotic War plus Europe plus more units possible. Losing Tano Regiment to overdraw. This is not great for Head. And with the 33rd Recon in the front line, getting rid of those and going into the front line means giving Bamboo more options, as we can see here. 2 cards, Red Dawn, powerful removal and scouting party, potential more draw with maybe Winter Warfare. Head has a full hand, but it's not looking that great. He's going for the conservative play.
Going for the we can do it. Getting a bit of extra defense there up.
Extra defense and unity is strength. This is a powerful card in a deck full of infantry.
Absolutely. And Bamboo, he really needs to be able to push forward somehow.
There's an option with having Soviet unit in the support line, attacking into the front line with Euro, after having Great Patriotic War being played. But it's too early to play that, and pushing forward seems a little bit more stable. T80 coming out too. And remember, Sunday Regiment and Great Patriotic War are revealed by the intel mechanics, but Eura is not. Bamboo has to play around this Eura. Uprising dealing 4 damage so far. Not enough to kill everything, but enough to kill quite a lot.
He goes for the... No? He's thinking about the 5th Rangers.
5th Rangers really powerful.
Absolutely.
Most of the time we're seeing the deployment cost reduction, but like this 8/8 for 4, and of course 4 operation cost, is powerful enough to get rid of those big 34th guards. And now there are only units available for Bamboo in the support line. No Winter Warfare to get a combo with 33rd Recons. Not great for Bamboo right here. He's on the back foot again.
He really is, and I mean, just looking at the units that Head has right now, I mean, he has a lot of potential strength right now.
A lot of strength. The only way to go through that is by the HP set to 12 with Great Patriotic War, and after that at play with Eura. Sender Regiment will steal the Tano Regiment. 33rd Recons going into the front line, preparing for more card war when Head is trading into them. Red Dawn will kill the 4th Rangers to prevent drawing. So Bamboo is fighting.
He really is, and you can really tell he is running up the timer here a few times and really taking all the time he can to really think all his moves through.
Well, he knew the 2nd California were in hand, revealed by intel of Scouting Party, allowing to trade against the 34th Guard does not look very convincing to me. Bamboo, but on the other side he really wants to block the front line to not die to unity strengths. There's a Winter Warfare.
He gets the Winter Warfare.
But Head will probably kill the 2nd Recon to prevent Winter Warfare card draw out of it.
Oh, he's thinking about it. Just a few more seconds to make that call.
Another draw. But it's another bloody sickle. Bamboo is having more options again. And another Winter Warfare as combo. However, he only has one tank right now to make the Euro play.
So I guess this is the moment that you kind of have to hold on to the Ura and wait until you've built up things a little bit more.
Bloody sickle damaging the second California, drawing another bloody sickle. I guess Winter Warfare will take out a lot of units right now. And I'm expecting even more bloody sickles and then a setback to 12 for both. Oh, he's going for it next turn already. Well, it feels late, but now is definitely the place. Great Patriotic War, 12-12 it is. And with 2 Soviet units on field and Euro, it's going to get dangerous for Head.
Absolutely, and it looks like, I mean, this is a little bit potentially like the last sort of hurrah for Bamboo. He's gonna try to push forth and use that Ura.
It is, but Uprising will kill every single unit in the field, destroying the hopes from Bamboo and giving back the Tano regiment waiting patiently. Head will additionally send a California regiment into the front line. Now Bamboo needs to find more Soviet units again.
Wow.
Really back and forth here.
It really is, but just looking at Bamboo's hand right now, I mean, what are his options?
He can use Red Dawn, well, maybe choosing the From the People option here to get rid of the 2nd California Regiment. Really important, because this unit is threatening a lot. Sendai Regiment will take out Tarnov again. He could play Bloody Sickle first to get more card draw. Now he has to play it next turn. But Head finding top deck 5th Rangers, he can deploy it as 8-8 and send it into the front line, following with the Sherman. Going for the US military research instead.
Wow.
Choosing to finish the game soon really puts some pressure. Red Dawn, not what Bamboo wants here. He has to play the Bloody Sickle on the Sender Regiment to get card draw. Desperately needed right now.
What is it that you're really hoping to find from that card draw that's going to turn everything around just in a moment?
Definitely a tank unit, most likely. Counteroffensive is a last hope. Sendai Regiment is damaged if Head is playing tons of units now instead of researching. This might lead to a counteroffensive combination to deal lethal damage, but Head could also just go for the Manhattan projects. He feels a little bit threatened by the Sendai Regiment.
Yep.
Counteroffensive probability.
Goes for the 5th Rangers, goes for the damage upgrade and clears the front line there.
Developing a board, Bloody Sickle, not able to take out something but drawing another card for Bamboo. The guards. There.
The guards add an option, but is it going to be enough really here for Bamboo?
Really depending on Head's next movement. There is a possibility. Bamboo has to play the 34th guards and finish his turn. And with enough buffs on this guard and a unit in the front line, it's possible for Bamboo to deliver a ton of damage. But Bamboo is taking out the unit with the least attack.
Yeah.
So I think even that was critical, and Head is just going to the Manhattan projects. This will be potentially 12 damage next turn. Bamboo not being able to play around that, and that's it. That's it for bamboo.
Wow. Can you believe it, Darkness? The third